Hello, everyone. I'll just wait for people to jump on. I've now gone live on YouTube again, so I worked that out with StreamYard. I had a few problems there. Anyway, it's all on. Oh, there goes my internet, my email. So, yes, I might turn this music off, actually. Forgot I just had it on. A bit worried about. Hello, Maya. Getting my live silenced. I better turn it down. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Vette. Hello, thank you for my beautiful housewarming present. I was going to say it to you face to face. The next time I saw you, I wanted to give you a big hug. Thank you. Hello, Scott. Oh, I'm really well, thanks. Thanks for asking. Hello, Manda. Hello, Tina. Hello, Nikki. Hi, Deirdre. So many people online. Amazing. Hello, Alicia. Fabulous. Oh, so good. So we'll just wait a few more moments for a few people to arrive. Hope you've had an amazing week. It's been fabulous here in Perth. Cold, but good. Rainy day today. I had a pretty relaxed weekend, which is unusual for me. I'm usually working, but this weekend I didn't have work on, which was really nice. So I took the opportunity just to so no origin for you tonight. What does that mean, Kelly? I'm not sure what that means. Yes, so no, yeah, I've just been relaxing all weekend. I had the laziest day today. Was going to go out and then I'm put my glasses on so I can read. That's better. I was going to go out and I just didn't leave the sofa. Oh, I just started relaxing. Send our Queenslanders some help. What's going on? What is going on? Hello, Tina. Oh, thanks. Yes, I thought I'd move into the kitchen area. Well, it's like my little dining room. It's okay. I've noticed that's wriggling. State of origin. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I don't do football. Well, I don't mind Aussie rules. I'm not really a big fan of rugby. Don't like it. Not into it. Oh, right. Yes. Don't know. Not interested. Sorry. Not my thing. Don't care about the sport. I'd rather listen to music. That's what I've been doing this afternoon. I've had music on. I've been reading. I've been cooking. Well, quick cooking, burning candles, doing all that sort of stuff. Hello, Yvonne. So, yes, it's been really nice. Okay. Oh, look, he's just flown out of the deck, our beautiful magician, stopping by to remind us all that we're being guided, to trust that you do have a spirit team, to trust that you do have a spirit guide. Yes, beautiful card to jump out and to start. When the magician shows up in a reading, he's an alchemist. So he's about bringing all the energies, all the elements together and directing it on the crossroads of your life into one path, choosing a path and going all in on that path. Hello, Stevie. Good to see you. So, okay, so I'll introduce myself and then I'll introduce what I'm doing tonight. So my name is Marina Lovas. Oh, I forgot my stuff again. I have to show you this because, well, I've got two amazing things before I introduce myself, which I'll introduce myself, but I need to show you this. Just a moment. Let me drop it in here because it would be a shame if you missed out. So here we go, a link to my readings. So I've had this weekend a 48-hour flash sale. So tonight is the last night that you can book in for my reading at $130. I do them via Zoom and in-house. And yes, so the switch is going to be turned off tomorrow morning. My VA, the person who's helping me, is going to turn it off tomorrow morning. So that's the link. So I would encourage you, let's just block user. So I would encourage you to sign up on that, and then it goes back up to $180. So currently they are $130. If you've been wanting a reading with me and been contemplating and thinking, oh, I don't know if I should, this is your nudge. Go forward and book one in before tomorrow. I think he's going to turn it off about 8 o'clock Perth time, which might be, I don't know what time, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Don't know. He said he turned it off about 8. Hello, Angela. Good to see you. Hello, Sevda. So, Frederic, I thought I got rid of him. Block user. There we go. I might just delete his comment. Frederic. Block user. Patricia, are you still here? I just think I blocked Patricia. How do I unblock Patricia? No, I haven't blocked her. Good. Okay. I think I blocked Frederic. Hello, Shaz. Okay, so now I'll introduce myself. So my name is Marina Lobas, and I refer to myself as your soul purpose mentor, and I support intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs, women, usually women, to monetize their passion to purpose in the intuitive arts. My tribe are women who are really creative, who love tarot, who love channeling, who love the sacred feminine, love psychic work, and want to make that as a career path. And so I help women to do that. Love my job. It's a mission that I have. That I've been doing for quite some time. Even in my little psychic circle, we've got a psychic circle group going on. It's turning into business mentoring. Just loving it. It's going really well. Anyway, so yes, so tonight how this works is I'm going to pick 3 cards. Look at this beautiful card, the Hierophant at the bottom of this deck. Absolutely wonderful. Chiron, the wounded healer. He is your soul purpose. He has your soul purpose, your life's purpose in the scroll in his hands. He has knowledge of what you've come here to do in this lifetime, your spiritual calling, your deeper calling. Oh, we got another one. Oh, God. What's wrong with these people? I think they just, anyway, doesn't matter. I've got rid of that person now. I think that's it. I'll just double check, make sure that I have. Whoops, we don't want him up, do we? We want to hide him. Hide. Make sure block user. User was blocked. Okay. Yes, I've just blocked him, Yvette. Block the idiot. Yeah, there's a few of them on tonight. Desperate for money. Desperate to make cash. Yes, you can't see them. Yeah, I don't know what page they're jumping on. It might be on my business page. I think they jump on my business page more than I don't know. Who knows? Don't worry about it anyway. It's no big deal. I can keep blocking them. I've got a little button here. I just got to remember to block them. So anyway, okay. So how this works is I'm going to pick, look at this. Now we've got the Pentacles. Great card. So I'm going to pick 3 cards, and these 3 cards will be the energy report for this week. So I'm reading for the collective first. So your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, working in sacred collaboration together. And I've put my hand up to read for all of us because I love it. I love reading, and I love doing channeled readings, and I want a reading too. So it's a reading for me as well. And then what I do is I read for you after the tarot report. So if you'd like to ask me a question, you're welcome to ask me a question. You just need to put it in the comments section. You might need to put it in a few times because it scrolls through quite quickly, and sometimes I miss them. If you're going to put a question in, please don't ask me health questions. I just think it's really unethical. So please don't put that in there because I'm very highly unlikely to respond to that anyway. And yes, so little bit of housekeeping as well. I should add, I better put the link in for that too. Forgot about that as well. Naughty me. So I have only two seats left for my tarot mentoring program. It's specifically designed it's been created for women like myself who want to up-level their tarot practice and move into the realm of tarot therapy. So it's not just psychic reading, but you actually develop a skill. I'm going to train you for 7 months to develop some psychotherapeutic skills, some counseling skills. You'll learn about Jungian psychology. You'll learn about, of course, everything about the mythic tarot. You'll also learn how to do different styles of reading. So we do representational reading, which is a therapeutic style. You'll also learn how to do mediumship and remembering conversations, which are very unusual. And if you know anybody who does them in context with mediumship, they probably learnt from me, because nobody's doing it. Well, a few people are now because I've taught them. And they are fabulous. There's the most moving conversations. And usually people are weeping in those conversations. They're just beautiful. And yes, so it's a combination of hypno-narrative training as well. So it's jam-packed with therapeutic support, so that if you decide that you want to make a career with the tarot, which you can, because I've made a career with the tarot. I bought my home with my business. My business paid for my home, not in cash. I had to get a loan, but I had a deposit, and I've been able to get a loan. And yes, so it's possible. And as a single mum, it works so beautifully between school hours. What you would earn as your hourly rate, you would probably triple that doing one reading, which in 1 hour. So it's really lucrative if you have an ethical and therapeutic background and training, because then you're likely to have repeat clients and people that come back because they trust you and they know that they're going to get the right support from you. So 7 months, you, me, and a small group of women. So 4 women have already signed up. I've only got 2 more seats left. It is a personal journey. You'll be going on your own personal transformation through the program as well. We meet every week, once a week. And then plus there's content, that homework, 2 to 4 hours a week of homework that I encourage you to do. You don't have to do it, but, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out of the program. So, yes, that's there. So I've put the link in there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do our energy report for this week. So, yes, I'm going to pick our 3 cards, and I would love to do something like that, but my mind is too busy to slow down. Yes, well, here's the thing. If you want what you want, you have to put a stake in the ground, and you've got to be prepared to go all in on it. Anybody who's successful in their life that creates a business, a successful business, do it because they don't give up. They keep going, even when they trip over, even when mistakes happen, even when failure happens, they still pick themselves up and they keep going. Take it from one that knows. And the longer you stay in, the more likely you will be successful at this. People give up. People give up too soon. They trip and their ego gets bruised, and then they give up. So, yes, I think a lot of people aren't clear on what they want, and they're not prepared to actually think about that regularly, to make that, like, to have a goal to work towards. Hi, Natasha. Well, it's best to use the Mythic Tarot. So really it is focused on the Mythic Tarot. The Mythic Tarot is such a fabulous deck because it's an introduction to Jungian psychology, which the program is. It's not, I presume that I already assume that you are psychic, that you are intuitive. So on the one hand, yes, we do a little bit of psychic work, but actually the program is based on a Jungian psychology, the mythology, and the psychology that underpins the mythology, along with counselling and the therapeutic techniques that we integrate into tarot reading. It's amazing. It's a fabulous program. I don't know of one program like this. I'm yet to hear about one. I think it's pretty unique. You won't learn what I teach you in a book. You won't learn this. It's my own unique program. You won't read it in your tarot book. However, the book that goes along with the Mythic Tarot is fabulous. It's such a great book, and it's got a lot of insight in it. I highly recommend these cards. So, okay. Let's get started on this reading. This table's a bit shaky, isn't it? 3 cards. All right. First card. Oh, the Hanged Man. So this card usually precipitates deep transformation. if we turn him upside down, who do you see? Jesus. So this is the card of the great sacrifice. And sometimes this card will come up when we are called to make sacrifices for the greater good of others. That sometimes we have to be the one to do to make the big decision, to make the big call, to make the call, to create the change that's necessary in our families and in our relationships. And it might even be in your career. But when this card comes up, it doesn't happen without some suffering. Usually when we have to make big, bold moves, or when we have to make big decisions to transform or to change our lives, it doesn't happen without some discomfort. And it's kind of, with this card, he is sort of hanging, you can see he's hanging, but he is in suspension. It's like he's waiting for that, it's like, it's a transitionary card. So he's moving between worlds. He's moving between life and death. So this card in the Mythic Tarot comes before the Death card. So it does precipitate deep transformation, but it doesn't happen without making some sacrifices. So this week we're being called to make some sacrifices. It could be a financial sacrifice. It could be a sacrifice around putting some boundaries around some relationships. Maybe it's about letting go of a relationship that's no longer serving you. Maybe it's in regards to, if you're in business, maybe you have to let go of some business ideas that just are not actually, working for you, which means that you have to sort of start again, or potentially rebrand or something along those lines. But it is the card of evolving. If we want to grow, if we want to evolve, if we want to transform, it's going to require that we do something that's uncomfortable, that we step out of our comfort zone and we move into unfamiliar territory so that we can get to know ourselves, in a new and more vital way to become more of who we are, which we already know who we are, but we don't get to experience more of who we are until we step into when we have new experiences. Traveling's amazing for that. You find yourself in many different environments when you travel, obviously, that have you feeling like you have to get to know yourself again in the unfamiliar. And I guess this is the same with this card. It's very similar. So in the story, in the myth, this is the myth of Prometheus. And so what he did is he had a project and he created man. And he was a Titan. And in his project, he knew that to evolve man, he had to give them fire. But the only way he could give them fire is if he asked Zeus, and because Zeus controlled fire, he was in charge of light, and so he went to Zeus and said, Zeus, can I please have some fire for my pet project? And Zeus said, no, you're not. No, you cannot. So he decided that he would steal fire from Zeus so that he could evolve man. So evolving man, so using the fire to cook meat, to evolve the brain, and rest is history. And so he was punished severely for that. And he knew that he was going to be punished for it, but he did it anyway because he knew it was for the greater good. He made that sacrifice. He sacrificed himself for the greater good. So this isn't about being a martyr, this card. This isn't about martyrdom. This is really about having to be the one to make the decision to stand up and take control of a situation that needs to evolve, that needs to change. So as I said, this card does precipitate death, the Death card, which is deep transformation. It's not all negative. It's a powerful card, actually. Okay. So, yes, and so this is like really family therapy. Family therapy, Sunday night, tarot report on family therapy. Anyway, so, yes, and now we have the Two of Swords, which represents wanting to brush things under the carpet, not wanting to face the actual thing, not wanting to face the problem, not wanting to deal with it, sort of wanting to run away from it. And this is the card of sort of reminding us that we can't avoid the discomfort of change. We can't avoid you can't avoid those difficult conversations, and sometimes sometimes this card will precipitate breakups, endings of relationships. So relationships doesn't just have to be lovers. It can be with friendships. It can be work relationships. It can be situations that you find yourself in. And it's like this is what precipitates ripping off the Band-Aid. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Poor Orestes, he's stuck between the family dynamics, between mother and father archetype, and they're both arguing. They're arguing over the death of the daughter who had been sacrificed. Agamemnon, who stands the male in this picture, sacrificed his daughter to win the Trojan War, and Clytemnestra, his wife, is just devastated by that. Of course you would be. And so they're quarrelling, they're arguing over, and Orestes stands in the middle here, and he doesn't want to deal with it. He can't cope with the quarrelling. So yes, this is like family karma, the conditions you've been born into and how that is contributing to the situation that you find yourself in. So how you are behaving in the situation, or the actions that you've taken in the past, or what you're doing now, is based on learnt behaviour from family, the conditions that you were born into. And so this is the card of not wanting to deal with that, not wanting to do the work to heal some of that karma that you came in with, which is essentially doing the opposite of what you've been told you should do, to do the opposite of that. Yes, it's a pretty heavy card, but it's a powerful card. It is a powerful card. It is it is the message of this card is that you cannot avoid things forever. Like, things have to be confronted eventually, and time is it's getting nearer. We've got a major card, the Hanged Man, which is the big sacrifice. So it is about its time is near. Things have to be confronted soon. Okay. Oh, look, this is a good card. Thank fuck for that. Sorry, I had to swear because it was all getting a bit heavy, wasn't it? So now we have the Two of Cups, which is such a fabulous card. So I'm glad that we're finishing on, deep transformation this week. Well, depends. Some of you will probably avoid it because you're too scared to do the work. If you do decide to do the thing, to stand up, take a stand, and make the big call, and confront what needs to be confronted, to not avoid it, to not brush it under the carpet, you will get what you want. You will get the partnership you want. You'll have some form of reconciliation, or potential new partnerships, potential new relationships, or reconciliation. So the sacrifice is much better, says Nigel. Yes. So the sacrifice is worth it. It is worth it because you will get what you want. You will get a reconciliation. So don't be afraid of having the tough conversations this week. Like, just go all in and have them. It's going to be okay. You will be okay. You can't keep brushing things under the carpet. So just know that there will be a good outcome if you decide to make this sacrifice. Look, it's going to be, there's always a bit of discomfort when we have to face conflict, isn't there? It doesn't feel doesn't feel like fun. There's going to be some discomfort. There's going to be some pain there, but it's a rite of passage. We all, at some point with the Hanged Man, like, we have to. It's like, the best way to describe it is like when you know better, you have to be the one. You just can't not. You've got to do this. You're cheating everyone by not doing the thing that needs to be done, that needs to be said. You have to go all in and say it. And somebody has to stand up and be the hero. Somebody has to stand up and lead. Somebody has to say the things that need to be said. So, yes, and don't worry, because it's a good outcome. It is a good outcome. Oh, yes. Okay, Kelly, sounds like you've been through a lot. You just did that, hence I called a peace, because my children have gone through enough. Oh, yes, and sometimes, and that's such a good example. such a good example when you have to just let things go, and like small sacrifices, well, and that's a big sacrifice for greater gain. I need to know if we're going to leave here and find a new home around Perth. Close one would be open, not money, private one, please, thanks. What? So it's not about money also. Would love many private one-to-one reading, thanks. Time for a change. Hello, Yvonne. Yvonne, let me put my booking form in for you, because I feel like this is going to be a bit of a bigger conversation than and this is the time to book in. Like, seriously, if you've been wanting to do a reading with me, there you go. It is $130. It's usually $180, and I don't feel bad about charging $180 for my time. Let me assure you. So take advantage of this. I know I'm fully worth $180 and more. So, okay. Charlotte, I just met someone new. May I please have a card about love life? Sure. And you should book in for a reading too, Charlotte. Last time we talked about this, you said you said you would, and then you booked in with somebody else and then came back on and wanted another reading from me live, online. Do you remember that? I remember that. But I'll give you a reading now. Okay. Just calling it out because I do. I'm the no BS tarot reader. So, okay, Charlotte. Hi, Marina. I just met someone new. May I please have a card about love life? So, right, let's pick a card for Charlotte. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a quick relationship. Quick, short, sharp, relationship. I didn't say shit. That came out accidentally. Short, sharp relationship. It's not going to, it's going to be quick. You'll change your mind pretty quickly. I don't think this is going to stick. This isn't going to stick. But, enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is in the sign of Gemini. Geminis love shiny objects. So enjoy it, but it's not going to last for long. Okay. Angela's laughing at me. That was a slip, a Freudian slip, I think. Short, sharp shits. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Okay. What about me? Sure. Let's have a chat, Angela Wall. Let's pick a card for you. So, yes, if you'd love a reading, put it was a good one. It was. Yes, if you'd love a reading, pop yes in the comments section, or put a question in there, and I'm happy to answer a question for you, as long as it's not about health issues. I just want to turn my heater off. I'm boiling. I'll be back. I'm just going to turn it off, Angela. I won't be long. It's too hot. Okay, Angela, let's see. There's your card. Oh, Angela. Okay, so I really like this card for you. I think this is a great card. Don't be disappointed with this card. This is about making plans. It's a transitionary card. So you're being called to make some plans, to put some plans in place about your future, about what you want in your life, what you want to create. Of course, you want relationship for sure, but I'm feeling like this is around career again. So focusing on not just career, but the kind of life that you want to create for yourself. This is about putting a stake in the ground and actually claiming, like saying, this is my legacy. This is what I want to do with my life, and make it really, really clear. Like maybe journal writing or journal it, but getting super clear about what you actually want. And then, like a mantra, every day before you go to bed, and I'm not joking, before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, you repeat this to yourself. What you want to create, what you're going to give to the community, to society, to humanity, because of what you want to create, and how much you want to earn. Like, you're allowed to call in more money. So I feel like you know what your legacy is. It's like, you know what you've come here to do. You've got an inkling now. You're clear about there's a clarity around what you feel called to do. So now it's about just getting clear on your plans, putting some plans in place so that you feel secure. So there's some kind of certainty. So you've got something. A predictable sort of next 6 months. So you've got something in place so that you know what to anticipate over the next 6 months. Yes, so I feel like this is a really good card for you, and I my sense is that you actually, this is about your study and getting clear about what you want to do that, and making plans about how you want that to unfold over the next year, or at least the next 6 months. So getting clear on that and putting something in place so you feel a sense of like certainty, so that you've got some kind of so you can predict somewhat over the next 6 months, and you can relax a little bit as well, putting that in place. So yeah, it's a good card, Angela. I really like that card. It's the beginning of a new chapter. It's the beginning of a new chapter for you, which, given your circumstances and where you're at right now, it's so fitting. So the vision, you feel like you've gone past just holding the vision point. You're in. Now it's about putting plans in place. Okay, so next person. Who am I going to read for now? Hi, Nicole. Can you read a card for me? Sure. I'd love to read a card for you. Whoops. Right. So, Nicole, let's see. And Nicole, here we go. A card for you. This spotty little card here. Nicole, this tells me that you have some fears, or you have some limited thinking. This is the card of when we feel like we've hit a creative block, or we don't know how to move forward, or a vision that you had for your life, or that you were planning, isn't quite going to plan. And you have to start thinking a bit more creatively about how you can achieve what you want, and start opening your mind to the possibility that there might be another way, that there could be another way, that there could be another way to do things. And you have to use your intuition around this. So this is the card of employing your sorceress, your inner sorceress, to help you, to support you, to think outside of the box. Because currently it's like it's the vision that you had is not quite in alignment with what is meant for you in this lifetime. It's not that it's wrong, it's just you've got to tweak it. Things need a little bit of a tweak. And so sometimes I think of the dragon as being the head being the north node and the tail being the south node. So this is like your path of your destiny, of what you've come here to do in your lifetime, but you're still sort of fighting to get hold of this fleece, which is your purpose. You're still trying to find that, still trying to get hold of that. But you have to learn to trust your intuition and your psychic abilities, because actually you are very psychic, and to think outside of the box, to think creatively, to move away from sort of reasoning. All amazing insights and inspiration doesn't drop in through our logical mind. It drops in through our imagination. And you're being called to think more creatively, to open your mind, which is basically moving away from the logical answer into a more creative, imaginative place, and to dream big, to dream, right? To like focus on something more than what you thought you should do. Open your heart and your mind to something greater. So Medea in this card, she's the sorceress here. And Jason cannot defeat this dragon without her help. He needs her magic to be able to do that. And so what she ends up doing is putting the dragon to sleep. And the dragon is your fears. It's your fears about doing things differently or being different, showing up differently. And yes, so she puts the dragon to sleep so that he can grab that golden fleece, which is what everybody wants. They all want that golden fleece, because that's the path to your success, having that golden fleece. But we have to put our fears to sleep. If we want what we want, we can't give up. Just can't give up. You've got to keep going. All successful people, or whatever success is, people who end up having what they want, whether that be making money or fulfilling a creative project or whatever it is, they just don't give up. They just keep doing, they keep going forward despite roadblocks. They just find a way to overcome those roadblocks. They just do. So yes, that is your message. Okay, Yvette. Any commentary from the gods regarding my new plans for career and direction, please? Let's have a look. Let me see. So whilst I'm shuffling these cards, I should add, I have my fabulous, it's amazing. It is really amazing. I'm so proud of this program. My 7-month, you and me every week coming together to learn the Mythic Tarot, the sacred passages, the 78 sacred passages of the Mythic Tarot, learning about all the myths, Jungian psychology, counselling 101, hypno-narrative training, obviously learning about how to read tarot, learning how to hold a therapeutic space, learning some psychotherapeutic applications. You'll love the program. It's so fabulous. You'll walk out of that program having the confidence to be able to deliver professional, ethical readings, not just psychic readings, but readings that actually can support and support people to make positive changes in their life without you having to give them all the answers. Because at the end of the day, you are not the expert of your client's experience. They are. So it's a bit different to this. This is more of a, well, we do different styles in the program. We do the reading at you style, which is a monologue. We do a dialogue style of reading, which you learn how to collaborate together. Yes, so there's different styles of reading. We're going to teach you all the different styles, and they all have their purpose. The sort of the monologue one, like what I'm doing tonight, is more like a coaching style, and yep, coaching is fine. You can do, there's different styles of reading, but really you need to have, if you want to have a successful practice built on really strong foundations, you do need to have You do need to have a therapeutic underpinning. Really, it's unethical if you don't. People come to you with real life issues. It's not a joke. And we have an ethical responsibility to not pull shit out of thin air, making up stories for our clients, keeping them codependent, coming back to you over and over again, trying to get answers because they think you're the expert of their experience, and you're not. You're just not. Anyway. Talk about that for a long time. I'll talk about that in the course quite a bit. Okay, so Yvette, any commentary from the gods regarding my new plans for career direction, please? Okay, let's have a look. I think that's your card here. What have we got, Yvette? Oh, okay, so quite a challenge ahead of you. I don't think it's going to be that easy. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to be that easy. With this card, it's the sunniest card of the Mythic Tarot of the swords. It is the sunniest card, and it's the brightest in terms of having clarity, mental clarity, having a sense of calm and peace, and knowing your direction, having clarity around the direction that you must go in. But of course, it will still be fraught with some challenges. And so it feels very karmic. It feels like it's what you're meant to do. You're meant to do this, but it won't happen. It's like it's going to grow you. Actually, it'll grow you. You will become. It's going to stretch you, create some discomfort. Any amazing transformation doesn't happen without some kind of discomfort, really, because you sort of have to step out of your comfort zone and do things that are, that stretch you a bit. So, you will be stretched, but this is confirmation that it's the right direction. You are moving in the right direction, and to remain steady and trust. It will still be challenging, but you're always up for a challenge, I'm sure. Yes. Okay. New comments. What else is up? Thanks, Morgan. How many hours per week is the program? Natasha, so we spend 2.5 hours once a week. It'll be on a Wednesday evening Perth time, 6 p.m. Perth time. And then you'll have a couple of hours worth of content during the week to listen to and to complete. You don't, as I said, do what you can when you can. You'll get the more you do, the more you're going to get, obviously, from the program. So, yeah, showing up every week is amazing. The course will be recorded. So all of the weeks are recorded. There'll be 28 weeks, so 7 months, 28 weeks of content. And yes, it's all recorded, but it is better if you turn up for the sessions, because we do therapeutic practice. So you'll be learning how to do these remembering, experiential dream work. You'll be learning how to, or dream appreciation. You'll be learning how to do representational readings and practicing counselling skills, and all the really important stuff that we need to learn to hold a beautiful space when clients come in for their 1 hour session with you, and they come in with real life problems. Yes. So all the details are there for you, Natasha. I've put the link in the comments section. So if you go in and have a look at the link. So the early bird finishes on the 30th. Whoops, where I've lost everyone. The early bird finishes on the 30th of June. So you've got until the 30th of June to jump in for the early bird price, and then it goes up, and then it goes up. So those of you who did, some of you did my Wands event, I think. And yes, this is a different price to the Wands event now. You were given a super deal with the Wands event. So a couple of people signed up from that. It was a smart move. Okay. Next person, who am I going to read for? Then I stop or unlike this page and leave this page. I don't know what that is about. What? I'm a bit confused with that. Don't know what's going on there. I'll just ignore that. That's what? Don't know. Okay, moving on. It's all a bit confusing. Don't know. All right, Carolyn Jones. Could I have a card, please? My next step. Sure. How are we going for time? Good. We've still got 20 minutes, guys. So if you're feeling generous, it would be amazing if you could share this live. We all show up at on the Spirit Readings page, at least, offering these free readings. And did you know that we actually pay to jump on this page? Yes, we do. It's not for free. We pay. So it would be amazing if you could share this. We jump on every week to give free readings to everyone because we love it, obviously. And yes, if you feel generous, would be amazing. Would be really amazing. Okay, Carolyn, this is for you. Oh, Carolyn, okay. This is in the sign of Gemini. This is you. This is you in the sign of Gemini. This is you about making quicksilver decisions that are going to change the course of your life, which you have done. And so when this card comes up, we know that decisions have to be made quickly and swiftly. And it's to change the direction of your future. It's a very powerful card. This is either you've made a quick decision, which I know you did, or you have to make a quick decision, which you already have. So this is a really exciting card. We know with Geminis love knowledge. They love knowledge. They love learning. They love their books. They love bouncing ideas around. You think really deeply about things. You love your shiny objects. You love the cards. So this is a really exciting card. This is the development of the brilliance of your mind as well. So I love this card for you. It couldn't be more perfect for you, actually, given what you've just committed to. This is really exciting. So it is about the acquisition of knowledge and the development of the brilliance of mind. It's the sharpness of thinking, and it's an exciting card. And obviously this card precipitates the Queen and the King of the Swords, where you it's all about intellect, intelligence, knowledge, communication, and karma as well, karma and speaking your truth. And yes, such a great card. The Dioscuri twins were a bit naughty. They just like shiny objects. And as you know, I've got a Gemini rising, so I get it, Carolyn. We both love, we can jump from one thing to another. I have 3 books open at once. I've got a load of books on my shelf unfinished, and some unread that are still waiting for my attention, because I can't just buy one book. I have to buy the 4 of them, So I get it. This is your passion for knowledge, and you've made the right decision. So trust it. The quicksilver change is a powerful one. Good decision. Okay. Right. Nicole Bigosi. Hi, should I let my ex have his way this week? Well, that's an interesting question. I'm just reflecting back on the first part of this reading, the first part of the energy report. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices for the greater good. And sometimes we have to do that because we're participating in old patterns of behavior that are just not serving anyone, and they're not helping things to evolve. And if you were to make a sacrifice, if we follow the beginning of this energy report, there was a good outcome. It was like, positive relationship, positive partnership, not suggesting you to get back, but it was a good outcome. So if just basing it on that, I would say yes, but let's just see what cards come up for you, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's see what's there. Let's see. This card, here we go. Oh, okay. So, well, I'm not sure if this is going to answer your question, but I'll read the card anyway. So sometimes, and it is a bit like this, sometimes and I'm being honest with you, sometimes people come into readings expecting the reader to give them the answer, but sometimes actually the answer has to come from you. It's like part of your lesson that you have to find the answer yourself. But anyway, this card represents bringing in all the resources. So I don't know what that means for you, but bringing in all the resources, bringing the resources in to support you on this next stage, because you're about to make some. Well, there's a journey. There's a new, an adventure, a new path, a pathway opening up for you. But you've got to bring in all the resources to support you, to make sure that you have everything in place so that you can take on the challenge, the next challenge. So getting your resources ready. So my message to you is to make sure that you have all the right supports in place. so that you can have a successful next chapter, or a successful outcome, maybe is probably a better way to describe it. So make sure you have everything in place. So I'm looking at Hercules. He's like invincible. We know him as Hercules the Invincible because he had this lion skin. You can see him you probably can't see him. He's in the card. He's got this lion skin. Whoops, here he is. This lion skin. He strangled this lion that this lion's skin couldn't be penetrated, and he strangled this lion, and this lion just was like, it was a beast that nobody could kill, but he managed to kill this lion, and then he skinned the lion, and he wore his as an armor, and so he became known as Hercules the Invincible. So I would be protecting yourself, having some solid boundaries up, having some solid boundaries in place, making sure that you're clear on what your boundaries are, to make sure that your boundaries are not flimsy, so that everybody knows where they stand, to get really clear on boundaries regarding the situation. Okay. Okay, thanks, Carolyn, I just did that. I'll just get rid of this block. Right. Okay. You hit the spot where I am. Oh, that's good, Nicole. I'm glad. So, yes, he's my psycho. Oh, right. Oh, do you mean psycho or psychologist? Not sure. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hi, Beverly. Would love a reading on relationship, please, Marina. Sure. All right, let's go. Let's see what comes up. Yes, you're next, Nigel. I'll read for you next, Nigel, so don't run away. To Nigel, I'm getting a yes without even doing the cards. I'm getting a yes. And I feel like it would just be the start of something new for you, whether or not you get what you want. Like, do it without attachment. Just do it without attachment. Do it just for the joy of it. And just, yes, and then let yourself, let yourself have it. Let yourself have that experience. Like, let your life be the art. Just do what brings you pleasure. Let yourself have that. You're allowed to explore your passions and live without regret. Go forward and do it. I feel like I don't even need to pull a card for that. Just go ahead. Yes, you've got nothing to lose. Why not? If you feel called to do it, go ahead and enjoy the moment. Let yourself have the experience. All new experiences, build new neural networks in our brain and new pathways. You get to experience yourself in a new and more vital way. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead and do it. Okay, Beverly. Beverly French. Would love a reading on relationship, please. Okay. Oh, okay. So, people get scared when they see the Tower card. They think, oh no, life's just not going to go to plan. Well, sometimes God plays his hand, if he's a he, source. Sometimes we get the rug pulled out from underneath us for a reason. Like, sometimes things fall apart because they're just meant to, because there's something better and you're being protected. So when this card comes up in a reading, it is very much about it's about I call it the tower of bullshit in the background. Inside that tower lives this monster. And this monster holds this all the shame and the secret shame of the city of Crete, where King Minos and his wife have hidden this beast in this tower. She made love to this bull and produced this child, half beast, half human, and it was called a minotaur. And it was put in this labyrinth, and they would feed this monster humans, the human flesh of virgins from Athens, and they would take these young people from Athens and put them in the labyrinth, and they'd get lost in the labyrinth, and then the monster would eat them. And so it was this secret shame that was hidden in this tower. And so this is the card of when we are not being real with ourselves, or our partners or potential partners are not being real with us. It's the card of where the truth has to come out. It's like you have to, with this card, it's about letting the facade fall, letting the mask fall, so that you can be more real and more honest about who you are and what you want. So this is the card when life has been, or relationships have been built on shaky ground, or they've been built on some untruths, or built on what you thought you wanted, but actually it's not who you really are, or not really what you want for today, what you want now. And so this card is a powerful card. It is a destructive card, but what comes after this card is this beautiful truth, and then you can start again, you can rebuild again. So it is about being honest with yourself about what you really want, and being like dropping the mask. But just like I was thinking about this. I wrote a post about this the other day, just yesterday, or this morning. I can't remember. It might have been this morning, but I was sort of in my car driving, going to the cinema to go and meet a friend, and I was just thinking about how much time I've fucking wasted in life holding back on who I am and what I want, and trying to, keep everybody else happy, or not really being shy about what I love and what I want to do with my life, and not really letting myself fully embrace who I am. And there's more of me that I haven't really let out. And so this is what this is like. It's like the facade, the masks that we wear to keep the audience happy. Like, it's time to take that off. This is about you being true to you now, and getting clear on what you want. Okay. So you hold back, do you? Yes. It's like you're going to regret it. At some point, you're going to regret doing that. Like, let yourself, don't waste time. Life is going to be over in a blink of an eye, quickly. Don't waste precious time. Let yourself be who you really are, and enjoy it. Enjoy that. I'm going to do this is what's our current psychic circle group. We're all working on money spells at the moment. We're all doing money magnetizing and abundance, working on abundance, which is not just about money. It's about fulfilling our purpose and practicing and getting that out to the world. And next, heads up for the next moon cycle, we're going to be doing love spells, working on self-love, self-worth, loving all of who we are, letting the full expression of you become. Yes, I still have a guard up. That's all. I think, yes, and I can understand that, because we don't live, life throws us some pretty hefty curveballs, hey, where we get hurt. We get hurt when we let ourselves be vulnerable and honest, and I can understand, you've been hurt, and so you are somewhat guarded. We're all guarded in some way. It takes a lot of courage, actually, just showing up, being who you are, just doing what you want, just having and doing what you want, and putting a stake in the ground and saying, I'm just going to have this because I fucking want it, and it's just what I want because I'm worth it, and I love me enough to have that. That's what I want for you. I want you to feel like that. Okay. Sevda. Oh, hang on a minute. Yes, Sevda. Then I was going to read for Morgan, I thought. I looked at Morgan. Anyway, Sevda, and then Morgan. Sevda. Okay. Oh, Sevda, you're not going to be happy about this card. It's not a bad card, though. So, the swords. Fuck them swords, hey? The swords. But they're the most transformational cards of the tarot, of the Mythic Tarot anyway. I'm not a big Rider-Waite fan, but I'm not anti-Rider-Waite. But, yeah, my favourite is the Mythic Tarot. But, yeah, the swords, this is like a future extension of the second card of the swords. So this is like having to do the most uncomfortable thing that you're avoiding, that you don't want to do, but you cannot avoid it. So I don't know what that is. I feel like it's very karmic. I feel like it's more than just work. I feel like this is like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But you know you have to anyway, and you can't avoid the conflict. But it's like in preparation to cut ties. It has to be done. It has to be done. And poor Orestes, in this card, he's tormented. The Furies are tormenting him. They're tormenting him with guilt and shame. And then Apollo is standing over the top of him saying, it's your karma. You just cannot avoid doing this. You must do it. And it is the card of great discomfort when we have to have those really difficult fucking conversations or make those really difficult decisions that we know is going to create discomfort, not just for you, but for those around you. But it's like it's going to clear your karma when you do. Like you will end this karmic cycle that you're in. So yes, it is a powerful card. It's not all negative. We all, at some point in our life, we all have to make these heavy, difficult decisions. Sevda, you're incredibly strong. You've been through a lot, and I can understand why you might hold back a little bit, because you're like, how much shit do I have to handle? Like, you've got so much inner resilience in you. You're so incredibly strong. And I know, and you intuitively know too, you've been receiving downloads and insights around your growth and what's on the other side. So yes, this is an uncomfortable thing must be done. That has to be done. That has to be said. Okay, but I know you've got this. I know you're going to be okay, because Orestes is okay, because guess who protects him? Athena. Athena protects him, and she's the goddess of justice. So there's always a price to pay when we call in Athena. There's always a little price to pay. We don't always, justice to get what we want. We don't always get everything that we want, but you will get the outcome you want. Yes, good. Okay. Right. So, Morgan, where are you? Morgan. Are you still here, Morgan? Maybe Morgan's gone. I'll just check. Morgan, are you still here? Are you still here, Morgan? Hello. Good to see you. Okay, Morgan. So my nose is getting very red, isn't it? It's the heat in here. I'm burning up. Right, card for Morgan. This one is looking at me. Oh, Morgan, exciting, a brand new chapter opening up for you. I feel like that this is regarding your craft, and you're starting, it's like a brand new chapter is opening up regarding business, regarding your craft. It's sort of everywhere and nowhere right now. Does that mean that it's not going to lead into the guide the magician is waiting for you. He is there on the as the fool takes the leap off the cave. The magician's down there waiting for you. But this is a really exciting card, Morgan. I love this card for you. This tells me that you are starting a brand new cycle, a new chapter. And I know what's been happening privately because I've seen what's been unfolding for you. It's really, really exciting. I feel like you are being called to take a few more risks, to take a few more bigger risks, to go, to just take a leap of faith. Sometimes when we're manifesting what we want, it's not just we can't just think about it and write about it and it's just going to happen. Like, we have to desire it as well. So we have to put emotion behind it and feel into it, as well as having faith, believing in it, believing that it's possible. And I feel like that's where you're at now. It's like there's a confidence in you now. And so this is about, yes, a leap of faith, taking a risk. So my feeling is that it's probably not just astrology, but I know the astrology path is opening up for you as well. But I feel like with this card, I feel like business is going to go into a newish direction for you. I don't know exactly what that looks like. I don't know. I'm not going to even try and pretend to know. I know that includes everything that you've done already, of course, but it feels like things are taking off. And you need to have audience with old Hermes. You need to have some audience with Hermes. Have a chat to Hermes. You need to, yes, embodying for sure. Need to have a chat to Hermes. And I think this is about really having faith, holding really like a mantra every day, setting specific goals. You can see now what happens when you set specific goals. When you're really specific with yourself, when you feel into it, when you believe into it, when you have faith in it, when you embody it, what can happen? And it just miraculously starts to show up, as you know. Yes, so I believe that old Dionysus needs to have a conversation with Hermes. Take a leap of faith and have that conversation with Hermes about what's next. Okay. So, is it after 8 p.m.? Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this, let me say this. So my readings are normally $180. I'm popping it in here. They're $130 for 1 hour via Zoom or in-house if you're in Perth. And it's only for the next 24 hours, the next 12 hours. So my IT assistant is going to turn off the discount button. So if you want a reading and you want it at the discounted rate, I would jump in now. I don't know when I'll do that next. I got a nudge. There were people Spirit usually gives me a bit of a nudge and says there are people who you need to read for. We want them in ASAP. So I need to give them, make an offer to them that's so easy, yes. And I think those people have signed up, but I'm sure there's one more is what I'm feeling. So I've left the link is there. And then also my 7-month tarot mentoring program. It's amazing. It is amazing. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of my capacity for teaching the tarot in that way. I'm so proud of what I've created, and you won't experience a tarot training like this. It's worth every single cent. You've got me supporting you and providing business mentoring for you as well throughout the program. And yes, I've only got 2 more seats left. 2 more seats left. Early bird finishes on the 30th of June. So if you want to jump in, I would encourage you to message me if you want to talk to me about it. I won't try and sell it to you. Just, ask if you've got some questions. Chat to me and I'll answer the questions for you. Happy to do that. Okay, that's it from me. I'm sending you so much love. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you all next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.